If coveting is a sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on last year's national champion, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Gamecocks will put total leather and will get started. He'll bring it out. It's Bates. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to throw. It's Applewhite. Back open in the middle. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Going with the ground game left. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college. We used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Warrick and Lavernius Squirrels. And because of their game-breaking ability, it put so much pressure on our defense. I'll tell you, this guy's good enough to, I think, have played on that Seminole offense. And he would have gotten some looks. This guy can make some plays.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off cover. But you can tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for us.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. They want to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Alchuk. There he goes. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
And the Noles will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Alchuk. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And then my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field, making the nice tackle.
Dropping back, it's Applewhite. Got his man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
The Seminoles started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Ocha. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Coming out with it, it's Lewis. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Looking downfield on first down. Avoids pressure. He'll pull it down. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion of that out route. Sometimes those quarterbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick six. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
Breaks the tackle. Nice stiff arm there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. White going to attack through the air. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Clark. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most.
Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Pace. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
It's going to be interesting to see how the defense is going to try to defend these jet sweeps moving forward. They've got to have bodies in the perimeter of the field with their eyes looking at these receivers in motion because they can hand it off to them at any time.
The Gamecocks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Snags him. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver working the curl route. Receiver got his depth, and he fought back to the football, helping make that completion a whole lot easier.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Trying to find the end zone. He gets it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Chuck. Breaks into the open. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field.
Trying to get behind the defense. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. Scanning the field. It's Applewhite. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air.
What the fuck?
They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Seminoles will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Was looking for more running room but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He fires one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
The lone back's got it. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the 1st period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the 2nd quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Motion from the back. Toss to the outside. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, they're trying to go toss to get to the perimeter, but how about the DBs beating their blocks and using their speed to get upfield and create the negative play?
Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Applewhite. Here's the pressure. Oh, he's got some space. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. How about this dude going off script for the Noles? Not necessarily known for his running ability.
Hey, make plays when they're there, right? I think that's one of the most important qualities of a quarterback is being able to make the right decision at the right time. And listen, they've had some great ones at Florida State. Looking for that next great one to take them over the top.
Nice grab in traffic. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Pulls it in. It's Lucas. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Noles are on the move. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Lewis. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
They'll go back to the ground. Gets it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Seminoles.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. USC went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters in that fourth quarter. Total destruction by the Trojans in a statement win if there ever was one. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. So, gonna let it fly. Makes the grab inside the 30. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took him to the house, but they got him at the 24. An explosive play takes him right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the foot, unleashes one deep. He makes a grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense. You're creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it and put his foot in the ground, and that was Pater.
And right down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we were all tied up here in the second. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Ocha. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The play action fake. Looking to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was in that last one.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Trying to turn the corner on the left. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Give to the running back. Inside the 15. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving. You give them a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
And the Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And
oh, my God.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
that is exactly exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Dropping back, it's Applewhite. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Gets rid of it. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried, when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams, Bryce, alive on 3rd down. Grabs the screen around all kinds of defenders. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up 4th down.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part. Oh, it's blocked. They will stop him.
Of course. What the fuck else?
And the short field goals are a lot harder to block because they get up high in the air, but nice job by the kick block unit getting in there, getting their hands up, and blocking them a field goal, baby.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. White wants to throw it. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking downfield, and time is running short. Got it in the middle. It's Jefferson. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Man,
Hello?
this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards
I'm sorry?
like that, now the defense is really on its heels.
Maybe I can't hear you. You have so much back noise, I can't hear nothing.
Got it in the middle. It's Harbor. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they
You have to have a parent with you with their ID and the birth certificate, and you have to have an appointment.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Coleman. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
White going to attack through the air. Lets it fly. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit.
That's so bullshit.
And this one is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Seminoles will boot it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lewis. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. South Carolina offense is back on the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
You just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Keeps it on the bootleg. Fires to the right. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They'll leave it with him. Makes it past the marker. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast. Pressure coming.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. You just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their heads start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. A little missed opportunity there for this offense.
Wants to throw. It's Applewhite. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action. Maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now,
there he goes. Oh, what a cut. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida State.
1st and goal. You know what's coming. They know what's coming. Can you stop it? And you can't. Pound the football straight ahead. Get in for 6. Nice job by the big fella.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Maryland just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory, and that's really the standard there in College Park. That's a tremendous fan base, and they'll enjoy this one all week.
Oh my God.
Really unexpected.
Touchdown Gamecocks! Stealing a score on special teams. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody
2 fucking
could.
special
What an
teams plays.
explosive return.
Yeah, and those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you can tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you can see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Allchuck. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That was a big stop by the defense. Now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game as we're starting to get late. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Nothing too surprising about seeing the Seminoles being productive in the passing game.
Man, we can think back, Reese, to so many great offenses for Florida State, whether it's Charlie Wood or Chris Winkie, whoever it is, the trigger man being really, really good is the start of a great Florida State team.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Applewhite. Unloads it left. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. On the run, still looking. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there. Versus 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run play action. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He's got it. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
I think one of the most undervalued assets in good quarterback play is the play-action game. Making the run fake honestly and truthfully looking like run. You're fooling the defense, and then you're just making it easier on yourself because you're giving yourself bigger lanes to throw the football into.
Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on that line.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
What the fuck?
You know, on a 3rd and short like that, you just have to have great chemistry between the quarterback and his receiver. They just couldn't get on the same page. Now it's 4th down.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And that is no good. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit. Still a 10-point game.
This is so stupid.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got a man, it's Smith.
Just run backwards with your quarterback.
To get past the sticks because he
Fucking
got nothing after the
stupid.
catch. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
And the fullback breaks off a nice gainer there. No such thing as just 3 yards in a cloud of dust with this guy. He can make people miss and get you a play.
Unloads to the wideout. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Catch in the middle is blocked. And they get him down at the 43, but
He's my first game cover to save that
play you want to build on.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Good timing on the quick out. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
The Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the 3rd quarter will wrap up with a big sack. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves.
What the fuck?
And that's why he is an
How is he getting caught up on his own guy every time?
So physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers.
So
Use his
stupid.
athleticism, use his speed,
Oh,
get to the
Christ,
ball
man.
carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out.
You're supposed to be able to alert with your linebackers.
Get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Now the play fake. Going for the big play.
What the fuck? He's overthrowing every fucking person. That is so stupid.
Sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot.
Every fucking play.
You're just trying to take a shot and see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. The problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back.
Every play, he's overthrowing somebody.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Fires to the middle. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a
Hey, baby. Papa's playing. Watch out.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback. And a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. And the Knowles are rolling down the field. To the air. It's Applewhite.
Get off the player. God damn it. Why aren't they getting stuck on each other so much?
That play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
Guys at the backfield now. It's
every fucking play.
You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game. And I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it.
Oh my God, the bad at balls too. Getting retarded.
The home crowd going absolutely bananas. Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
What? That ain't even who I threw it to. Oh my God. This fucking game. I'm about ready just to not even play this game.
It doesn't get any better.
Not even kinda who I threw the ball to.
In the 4th quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job.
So stupid.
It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stopped.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on 1st down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on 2nd down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield.
This dude's throwing perfect dimes. My fucking guy's overthrowing everybody. What the fuck? So stupid.
You want to talk about flipping the script? They just
Rigby has beat his guy every fucking time.
1st and 10 in plus territory. And how about the efficiency
And
on
he
that?
overthrows
Up 2nd and 4.
It's like
They've
fucking.
got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Nose tackles and those 3-4
fucking
defense
guys will fucking play defense every play instead of half.
This guy says, no, sir. I'm a nose tackle with some pass rush ability. Gets to the quarterback. How about the sack from the big nose tackle?
White wants to throw it.
Yeah, can't interception either. Come on.
Almost had their first pick here late in the game. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Oh, he missed it. No good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed and a missed opportunity.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Finds the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football.
Turning it on. Still on his feet. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
Well, trailing late here in the 4th quarter, what an effort catching the ball in the middle of the field, knowing he's got to try to save as much clock as he can, and he's able to get himself out of bounds and do just that. That was incredible.
And that one's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Rise up.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Rigby. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. From the red zone, he's going to throw it.
The fuck on the fucking getting caught on the player.
The ball is down at the
It's a fucking touchdown if that ain't happening.
They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Knowles!
Defense has got to do a better job of corralling this wide receiver. They've got to know where he lines up each and every play. And then once he has the ball, they have to play with a sense of urgency and get past the
Game is
football.
close,
He's
and
just
it's
way too
fucking,
dangerous in the open
you wouldn't
field.
think so.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was
Turnovers and special teams, you'd think I'd be fucking down by 50.
He'll bring it out. It's Lewis. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found.
Block,
as he
field
stopped
goal.
at the 18.
Kick return.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. To give as they work on that clock. They stop him after a 6-yard run out through the 24.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football, and they're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a 1st down. They'll try the run. Breaks into the open.
Fucking stupid.
The 30. The 10.
Blitz to that side.
Into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. So they see the potential tying score wiped out by the penalty, and now time is starting to be against them. 1st down here for the offense. Power football with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the run, it's Lewis. Picks up
Fucking stupid.
Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop. And if it's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
And the Gamecocks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
South Carolina.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be
Why won't it let me pick a fucking kickoff play ever? What the fuck?
That I can trust this guy.
Motherfucker, this game. Hate this fucking game.
That last field goal was a big one. Now it takes a touchdown to beat them. You want to pin them back on the kickoff here. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Applewhite. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, you look at the clock. They've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals. We've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
Makes the grab. It's Rigby. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do
Fucking
it for this one.
stupid ass game.
It came down to the final quarter. Much plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
It's not updated.